So, you know, the start of the book, it should be you're on such a high, you're at a photo shoot, you've just been named by People the most beautiful woman in the world.
Yeah.
You have a #1 hit single. You're a judge on American Idol, which is through the roof in the ratings.
Right.
Everything is great, and yet you're having one of the worst days of your life.
Right.
What was going on that none of us knew?
You know, it was, again, I was realizing that my marriage was falling apart. And, you know, and the kids were only like 3 years old at the time, and it was just, the whole thing was heartbreaking. And it's so funny how life is like that sometimes, and you're having tremendous highs, and at the same time you're going through probably the worst moment of my life at that moment.
But people didn't know it until you blurted it out. You said...
Right, right. Well, I was there, I was at this photo shoot, and I was sitting there, and of course, things have been going on for a while. I just wasn't ready to deal with the fact that it could be over. You know, I didn't want, that was like the worst thing in the world for me, the one thing that I would never have wanted to happen.
Because this was the fairy tale marriage, right? This was the one.
Yeah, it was supposed to be. Yeah. And I, you know, I had waited so long to have kids, and I finally did, and they, you know, and I'm realizing like, oh my God, this is not right. You know?
said, I can't be with him.
Yeah, I said to my mom, and once I did that, I started sobbing. You know what I mean? Because I finally like let the feeling and the words out of my mouth. Like I had held it for so long. Like, no, this can't happen. This is not gonna happen. I'm not gonna do this. You know, I'm gonna make this work. And I think that's how everybody feels at that moment. You know, but to put it on paper was like so more terrifying than going through.